Hello and welcome to the Intuitive Messenger channel. They call me Mitchell, and this is your energy forecast, spiritual teaching, and sometimes intuitive development for today, Thursday, November the 6th, 2014, as well as Friday, November the 7th, 2014. As always, thank you for taking time to retweet, post, subscribe, become a fan, become a patron on patreon.com/Intuitive Mitchell. I truly appreciate all your support here and there around the globe. So I've actually been enjoying doing the intuitive development, spiritual teaching aspect first, and then the energy second. So hopefully you guys have as well. Spirit has just continued to prompt me to do that. So this morning, first of all, let me talk about yesterday's energy. Just, this whip and star card, and and it's like yesterday people would say, yeah, it's just whipping it to death, and I was like, oh, there's a word again, beating, whipping, relentless. And the energy of just the solar flare, somebody posted that and I put it on my wall, or they sent it to me privately, I put it on my wall, just about the solar flares affecting the body. So if you didn't see that, I posted it yesterday on both my fan and personal page. And then yesterday the card was the moon for today, and I'm thinking, duh, today's a full moon. I didn't even realize that, and Spirit's working through the cards to tell me that. So we've got a full moon today with that energy from yesterday. So a lot of stuff happening. So the and I'll get into that in a moment. Now, two lessons today. First one, example. I love to tell stories. So the last couple of days, I would open the bedroom window where the cats would all gather around and smell outside through the screen, and it's just a little ritual we do now for several years. And I would open the window and say, the pool pump's already running. That's weird. Next day, pull it up. The pool pump's running. That's weird. So last night in the middle of the night, I'm thinking, I think the pool pump is running. So I went out this morning when I fed the dogs. I'm like, sure enough, the pool pump is running. The clock was different. It was off. It was changed, so I adjusted it. So when you go, something's off, something's different, listen, trust, go explore, take another step, ask another question. Why? Let me check. Is there something different? A couple weeks ago, Fabian would come in on a Friday afternoon. I often would be home before him. He'd say, it feels hot in here. And I said, oh, that's because the weather changed outside. It's now like 72. We keep our house set at a solid 74. We don't do the 78 while we're gone during the day and 74, 72 while we're home, because it fluctuates so much here in Florida that it just runs forever to bring it back down at the end of the hot day. But then we finally discovered, maybe something is different, because now this is two Fridays he said this. So I finally went over and I think I was like, oh no, in the middle of the night I wake up and I'm like, why is the fan running? It's like 68 degrees outside and it should be not turned on. So I went over and I looked at it, and the people who cleaned the house had turned the fan on, and probably to dry the floors while they were there. Well, they didn't turn it off. So here's the fan just running constantly, more electricity out. So when you go, something seems off, check into it, look into it, and when someone else around you kind of goes, something's off, something's off, if they keep saying it, look into it. So you got to be paying attention and trusting. Second lesson for today. I had a session with someone, and details I'll leave out, but this person was, thinking about their job and where they lived, and wanted a potential move or change or something. And Spirit showed me, and it's something that I'm very aware of, but if you're in a situation, a relationship, a job, a place, and it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel right, you want to change it. What I encourage you to do is sit down in a quiet meditation time and go back to the place where you decided to move, to change, to accept, to engage the relationship or whatever, and analyze why you chose. Did you choose this job because you thought it was going to bring you a lot of money? All right. Did you choose this relationship because you wanted to get out of your house? So go back and analyze the why, the intention that you set behind the move, the change, the shift. And now that you are in the future, so to speak, you probably can see much more clearly what your choices were. Go back to that in a quiet meditative place and just change your intention. So let's say I chose a job that all of a sudden I'm not happy in, and I go back and I thought, I chose it because I didn't like where I was, and I wanted to get out of this situation, so I took that job. So I would go back in the meditation, and I would just talk to myself or be myself and say, I'm choosing this new job out of pure fear, out of pure being tired of where I am. The choice that I'm making to get out of here is to get away from this one. So where I'm going, I want to embrace I want to, feel beauty and love and peace where I'm going. Even though the reason I'm getting out of this one is from fear and just the hatred that I have for it and the way I feel in it. So I'm moving and shifting into something better, something that I'm going to grow from. And just change the reasoning behind it, because you can absolutely go back. You can go back to your childhood at a traumatic time, have a conversation with your little self and say, it does get better. So these are times where you literally can go back and change the past, is what it kind of boils down to, but it's not really, because the past is not the past. It's all happening at one time. So just shift the energy. You can shift the perspective of it all. So try that sometime on some situation. All right, diving into the numbers. Today is number 6. That is the Lover's card, the Lover's energy, commitment, unions, things coming together, contracts, if you will. It's also 15 if you add up all the numbers of today, which is the Devil card. The Devil and the Lovers work together. I just realized a post came up about that today from Paris de Bono. And that Devil card energy is often about being stuck or chained in place, which can be about contracts. You sign something, you're stuck there. A marriage, you're stuck there, so to speak. You often can't get out because of fear. We just talked about changing that. And then all that 15 boils back down to 6. So the entire month, it's going to be the number of the day is going to equal the total number of the day. So if it's a 6th day, it's 6 with all the numbers. It's the 7th day, all the numbers add back up to 7. Which is cool. The card I pulled for today was Tree and Moon. So that tree energy was about the body, which, boy, many of us were talking about how this moon and these solar flares were affecting our body. Last night I got done with a client who I know was pregnant, and I walked into the garage to say something to Fabian, and I looked down at my feet. I said, gosh, look at my feet. They look swollen. And I was thinking, is it because I was talking to a pregnant woman? I texted her, and then she said, no, they're not swollen. I said, well, maybe I'm just feeling some of those pains. But so the body was definitely affected yesterday. Let me pull another Lenormand, and also Moon card. So I pulled Tree and Moon. And of course, it is a full moon coming on today. I can't believe I didn't know that. Should have felt that energy. I feel more the new moon than the full moon, where I think most people feel the full moon than the new moon. Does that make sense? I think more people who are mentally ill feel the new moon rather than the full moon. I think the sane feel the full moon more. Speaking of moons. So let me pull another Lenormand for today, and that is for the 6th day. This is going to be 16, which is Star. So this is star energy. This is our guidance. This is celebrity. This could be like the web, but this is definitely all about kind of that guidance. And I'm going to pull some words on this one: success, hope, guidance, vision. I love the guidance part, because it's like you're looking to the stars, you're looking to the astrology of things. So what about your guidance today? What about that hope and that vision? And let me pull a tarot card to go along with it. Ace of Swords, very nice. So trust your guidance for this new mental thought, this new idea. The Ace of Swords could also be a cutting things off and ending things moving forward, but definitely is about starting something new, usually in the air or logical element. So trust your internal guidance there. Tomorrow's energy, number 7. 7 is our Chariot. Chariot is the entire year is all full of Chariot energy. I'm looking forward to next year. That 8 energy. It's going to be a really cool year. An interesting thing, I was adding numbers up this morning as I was laying in bed, because yes, that's what I do. So November, December almost echo January, February in energy again, and how the numbers work. We'll get into that when we get there. So 7 energy, Chariot energy, moving quick, fast, just often polarized back and forth. Also, you add up all the numbers for tomorrow, it's going to be 16. 16, we just saw the star energy was 16, but also in tarot, that is the Tower energy, shifting, changing, moving, crumbling, dismantling, retilling the garden, or tilling of the garden. And then, of course, 16 boils down to 7. Again, Chariot, fast, quick, moving, polarized energy. The Lenormand for tomorrow, the 7th day, is Key again. We had the Key the other day. Key keeps coming up. I told someone last night, in a reading, that this event was going to be a key for a significant person in their life. So here's 33, the Key. Once again, it is a key. It is opening, unlocking. It is a perfect fit. So the tarot to go along with that key is Knight of Cups. So we've got this young kind of, feminine / masculine energy, very emotional, kind of young, powerful energy. Oftentimes this makes me feel like immature and emotionally immature. But I think with the key, it's going to be, there's a young water sign, and our water signs will be those Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio people, that they will be the key moving into the future for us. So that's tomorrow. Very interesting day as well. So the energy is still rolling like a big old wave. Ride it or let it pummel you. So check out my website, intuitivemessenger.org. I put up a birthday spread, which was the Queen birthday spread. Thank you, Zaida. That was prompted by you. So if it's your birthday, check out the birthday spread. Also check out the Yin Yang spread, which is available and actually special this month. I left the prefix up because it's such a cool one, and also I have a bunch of other ones. These are all delivered back via YouTube video. If you ever want a personal one-on-one session with me, phone, Skype, FaceTime, you can check that out on my site as well. Don't forget, Saturday the 15th, I'm doing one-on-ones in College Park at the Chapel of Spiritual Light Church. Sunday the 16th, Jamie and I are doing our first live event. That's in Altamont, and you can get all those tickets. Just go to our Facebook pages. You'll see the information, or private message me. And we keep trying to post the Eventbrite link so that you can purchase those tickets. So, all that being said, have an amazing day. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Namaste. Bye-bye.